The Dark Demon's getting banned, the Cadiz is getting banned, the two units we wanted to see most of this game. But that still leaves the Dominic for that huge burst damage potential. I still find it very fun to see him interact in games. And of course, having Xere making it a little bit more difficult for YEONHONG to interact, making it difficult to navigate those turns instead. Like I said, I think Xere's kind of got like a thing for that. I think those are the teams that they really want to be drafting. Comes Gianna with the opener. We see the defense break on Dominic here, probably going to opt for the same thing. Though now, once we get to these once we get through these opening turns, we're going to start seeing the game play out as it normally would.
Yeah, so last time he threw that second skill on himself, but he chose to put it onto the Shizuka this time. Which is quite interesting.
Interesting change. Yeah, and that is allowed. That is allowed to do. It's only the pick ban phase that had to be exactly the same. Here comes a proc wanting to reapply that just to make sure that it sticks on. I was going to say it's kind of an awkward one if we're being totally honest.
Yeah, it really is. So he wanted to get the defense breaks on everybody. Of course, he's going to do that second skill to help get the cooldowns back down on that third skill. We've got a Reckless Assault coming out and dismounting the Masha, though. And you know what? This could be enough to remove the Masha from the field. Obviously, you get revived back with the Soul Protection, but opts to go for the Shizuka instead.
Got a crushing hit, not a crit too there, so no boost from the Ragdoll.
Uh-oh. See it.
Oh dear, that's big. That is big plays from Gianna. Masha quick to proc out of it to make sure that she still can contribute damage. Unfortunately, barely touched the Dominic there.
Yeah, barely touched them. That was a massive missed crit on the that defense broken Gianna, by the way. And Gianna coming in with big stuns. Not getting that stun with Shizuka. Shizuka able to try to do a little bit of something here. Looking for a two-turn sleep. Oh, one-turn sleep, I'm sorry. Not going to be happening. Maybe a second skill. Wants to strip that soul protection off the Shizuka, possibly.
Yeah, I'd love to see a second skill here or a defense break to set up damage for either the Dominic here or anybody else. But ideally, you want the soul protection gone before you do it, because I mean, Dominic can already kill from there, even with or without defense break. Let's see if Masha can actually do something.
If you see Gianna put the bomb on top of the Shizuka here, so it's only one turn on the soul protection. That means the bomb's going to take care of that unit. There's no cleanse on Xere's team. It's a very smart decision there to put the bomb on top of Shizuka. We've got Masha getting removed from the field. Oliver. Dominic's still looking fairly healthy, though.
He is, yeah. He's looking great. He hasn't taken a lot of damage in this game so far, which is surprisingly tanky. But look,
too soon.
Masha.
Dominic in dire need right now, sitting at 1%. Shield's going to be coming up here, and you can see Xere's passive coming in handy. We've got one-turn immunity and shields.
We're getting more and more convinced that Masha is a straight counter to Dom. He's looking like a natural predator out in the wild.
Yeah, it definitely is. Bomb's going to be coming out onto Shizuka this time. First skill goes right into... I'm sorry, bomb goes out into Xere. First skill into Shizuka, removing Shizuka from the field. Definitely in favor of YEONHONG right now. Very safe draft.
I think I could count on one hand the number of boosts that Ragdoll has given this game. We've not gotten a ton of crits, save for Gianna's skill ones.
Yeah, not a ton. To get a nice little bomb resist right there. Not going to matter too much. I feel like even with Xere getting the attack bar gain with Ragdoll, I feel like it's exactly what I was saying before. Like, Xere just doesn't do enough. You've got a second skill that's going to do the exact same thing as the second skill of Shizuka, but a passive that doesn't truly enable, like, it's not stopping anybody here. And YEONHONG's going to be taking round one, and I'm going to stand by that. I feel Xere hovering over Vertiheal. Might be locking this in. I can tell you right now, that's triple revenge for her. That is no doubts in my mind.
It's definitely triple revenge for her. So you're super right about that. I'm a little... Oh, there's the Gianna. Thank you. Because I was just about to say that I think that YEONHONG might be trusting the strips from Chungpung and more just a little too much. I think he needs something a little bit more consistent. It looks like Xere saw through that and is like, I'm going to make you bank on the 75% chance to strip and more significantly reduced chance to strip, because Lima is kind of difficult to deal with in that case, and we knew she wasn't getting banned just because of the surplus of strip options.
Yep, that's right. Well, we've got a really interesting match ahead of us here, and this could be it. If YEONHONG can take this, YEONHONG's going to be moving forward with the 2-0. He's got a really good draft going into Xere, but we'll see how well Masha plays in.
And that's it right there. That was the situation that Xere chose to put him in, right? He banned the one very consistent strip and made him bank on more in Chungpung, because that happens with Chungpung. Sometimes you feel like he's like he really lands it, but that 75% chance, it is not as solid as you think it is at certain times.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, we've got a defense break sitting on top of Chung Peng. That Chung Peng not landing his stuff, not looking super great. You know, he's looking at a almost dying out here. That's going to be really, really bad for YEONHONG, because that's going to be another orb up on this Nana, and it's really tough to come back from that. We've got a hungry Masha looking to get that orb right here.
Just needs one more turn, but he's going to get it eventually. And Oki still not being able to contribute anything to this game, unfortunately. A really strange pick. Unfortunately, he can throw the defense break off of him just to make it a little harder to confirm the kill on him, but it's just going to be a second longer.
A lot of buffs out there. You know who'd be really great as a resetter is that Sekhmet. Sekhmet would have been looking real good right now.
Look at that, Sekhmet. Sekhmet would have been lit, Stoic. Very true. One of our personal favorites from the RTA season. She's been great, and I like what you said, how she's kind of stolen the limelight from Oki. She's more or less taken the spot that he used to be in, and in lieu of his hard control on skill 3 that ultimately saw a little bit of a balance change back in the day to make it less consistent, she's bringing defense, break, glancing, everything you want on that skill 2.
Right, YEONHONG's not showing a ton of damage either. He's just got a lot of multi-hit, a lot of additional damage to try and get through Xere's team here. But with those 2 orbs, it's looking really, really tough. He has to start doing something. That Rain of Stone needs to come out, even if he can't get full value out of it. He's got to keep skill 2ing. He needs to get any strips that he can here. Oliver honestly has to pop off. He needs to eliminate this Lima, but that's another orb coming up here, and if we get the stun, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
All right, Oliver, so now is the time to pretend like you weren't nerfed, man. If there was ever a time, it's now. YEONHONG is praying for some of that. He needs these turns from Oliver to come out. He needs to eliminate these stacks as soon as possible, because this is not a winning position with the Masha still in play.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, the HP is low in the Lima and the Eleanor. That's in favor of YEONHONG, but there's still a lot of work that needs to get put in here. So that's the last of the revives. I do believe Wateryu has a skill too, and we could see a lot of value out of this. Who knows? It might be enough. I think he has to try and dismount the Masha, because Masha's still going to be a lot of trouble here.
I think he's trying to set it up so that he can just get a ton of value from that skill. Oh, he didn't get the stack because it was revenge. You saw that?
Let's see.
Oh,
gets the double kill.
word.
Does not get the stack after revenge. Oh, that defense breaks massive. YEONHONG tried so hard here. Wow, Xere is going to be taking that match. Xere stays alive. I see what YEONHONG was trying to ragdoll. We've seen Nana ragdoll combinations. Sometimes Riley's that last pick that you're going to be seeing here. Bringing sustain in, bringing attack buff, and that could be exactly what Xere's going to wrap up his draft. I do love that Hearn. Hearn looking extra powerful, but also looking like a massive ban for Xere.
You look at all the passives in play already. Oh, the Abellio, the first one of the tournament, Stoic. Let's go, dude. There is so much content in this draft right now from YEONHONG's side. And now Xere, there's his signature Dark Demon. Operation
bringing out the Dark Demon. I feel like he's banning out. I mean, he had to ban out the Hearn. Hearn has to be the ban. That Abellio is such a great pick by YEONHONG. The fact that he went Hearn Abellio really does shut down a lot of what Xere's trying to do here, but he's forcing him into the ban on top of the Hearn. And that Abellio is going to be a lot of trouble.
He is. You're 100% right, Stoic, because look at this. Without sans the Dark Demon, assuming the Dark Demon doesn't see play, how does he get through the Abellio? Like, there's not a lot of units here that can actually confirm the kill, save for the Torrent range. The 30% goes for the ban on Ragdoll instead.
What an animal. Definitely was not expecting that. We've got a Dominic. We've got a Ragdoll ban here. It's 1-1. Winner's going to be moving forward to go up against Pinkroyd in the finals here. Let's see how this is going to be playing out. I mean, does the Nana really help Xere pull through here? He has his bread and butter in this draft, and YEONHONG, I mean, he brought the Cadiz. Cadiz proved me wrong. We'll find out.
Yeah, dude, Stoic, I think this might be a little bit of a greed play. I feel like Xere might want that Oblivion for the Shizuka. I think he might want to put the Oblivion up. We'll see how that plays out in application, because ultimately he's betting a spot in the finals for this. Again, both players at game point.
Yeah, definitely. You could be right. You definitely could be right for sure. I think we're looking at just a skill one. I was going to say a skill two to get cooldowns down on the Masha, but definitely saves it. Ooh, Despair Stun going on in the Gianna. We're going to see the heals coming out here. Any Provoke's going to be landing. Provokes does land on top of Nana. Now we've got defense breaks all over the place. Gianna gets removed. Additional turns going to be coming out here. And we've got Cadiz taking massive damage. Masha looking to finish off, does not receive it there. We got a third skill. We can get these Oblivions out right here. Oblivion does land on top of the Nana.
And Stoic Abellio's in the wrong form, my guy. He wasn't in there to intercept it. This is so tragic for YEONHONG. This is so unfortunate.
It really
now
is.
All things in nature. Here we go. He's going to get stunned. He's going to be Oblivion. He's going to have branding.
It's everything he ever wanted. That's 2 orbs and not enough that YEONHONG can deal with. Xere coming in massively huge damage. Great drafting, great plays. YEONHONG, honestly, with the misplay here. But you know what? You can't take any credit away from Xere here. It was a great draft. The combination between Beelzebub and Nana is just so powerful. I don't see this Abelio coming through.
No, unfortunately. It was in the wrong form the whole time. Couldn't make use of it because you notice Hearn is already sub 40% when he retransforms, so Abellio is only going to be able to proc for himself. Doesn't waste any time. 20k, clean 47k on the Abellio to wrap up the game. Xere is moving on to the finals and leaving